Hey guys, sorry about this, but this is my second time recording this video. Had a lot of incidences happen in the last video. My dog almost broke my computer. I got emotional. I started going on tangents. So I apologize if I seem a little bit out of it. I'm really tired, but I really want to shoot this video. So without further ado, let's get into my TBR for July. I'm gonna go a little faster than I did last time, so this should be a quicker video. Last video was over an hour long. That would have taken too long to render, so I'm here with a July TBR video. And the theme of this video is to finish books that I started. So that is a challenge that I've been given, or I indirectly was given by from Paul at Purgatory Paul Reads or Reviews or whatever his name is. Check him out. Awesome YouTuber. He does good reviews. He's a good friend of mine. So yeah. His challenge was to start a book or read a book that you started but didn't finish. So that is the theme of my July TBR. Is I'm going, other than the first two books on this list, all of them are books that I started and need to finish. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I was in an alien mood, hence why I read The Stickman by Edward Lee. Enjoyed the book a lot. I'm transitioning to a vampire mood at the moment. So with that being said, this book might be a book that I read next month. I am very into aliens. I am kind of falling out of the alien mood, but this is a book that I do want to read. It sounds very interesting, and aliens actually scare me because, well, they could exist, and they probably do exist. So, yeah, aliens, and yeah, what else can you say? There's a line in this that really makes me want to read this book, and it's the last line, and it says, "They can use their alien powers in the most horrifying ways." So yeah, I really want to read this book by J.N. Williamson. It says Julian Shock, but it's by J.N. Williamson. Next, I am in a vampire mood, as you know. So Sweet Blood by Pat Graverson is a book that I do want to read. It's about this mother and son, or they look like mother and son. They could be a couple, I'm not really sure. But they have a relationship that goes deep, and the son falls for this hot vampire woman, and this hot vampire woman basically takes advantage of him, and then the mother must put an end to it. So it's 250 something pages, 254 pages, I believe. Let me check real quick. Yeah, 254 pages long, very short book. I thought, why not give it a read? So that might be the next book I read in July. I'm not really sure. Bloodkin is what I'm reading currently, and I should have probably started off with that book, but I'm currently reading Bloodkin by Ronald Kelly. I am 93 pages into it. Tassel, come on. I'm 93 pages into it at the moment, and I'm on chapter 12, and it's amazing. Very good book. It seems like Ronald Kelly is like the southern version of Stephen King. For me, at least, in my opinion, and that's a compliment. I know Ronald Kelly probably doesn't feel that way. He probably feels like his own writer, and that for that he is. He's very unique, and he's got a writing style which I appreciate a lot. It's like anyone can pick up this book and read it. Well, maybe not children. I wouldn't suggest children reading his books, but his books are very easy to pick up and read. There isn't big, complicated words. I mean, there will be a word every once in a while. He is a writer, so he does use words that may stump you sometimes, but it's not like Adam Neville, where it's like almost like every sentence has two words you need to look up. I mean, I don't like it when you need an English major in order to, or a major in English in order to figure out what a book is saying. So when I say anyone can pick this up and enjoy it, I mean that in the best way. I I like when I say he's the southern version of Stephen King, it seems like every time Stephen King has a certain book, Ronald Kelly has a certain book. Like Stephen King has Stand By Me or not Stand By Me, The Body, if you will. The Body, which is a short story or a novella, I'm not really sure. It's a short novella. I don't know. It's a novella, I think. And then he also has It, which is a very long book. It's like 1,000 pages long. So he has those coming of age stories. Well, Ronald Kelly has Fear, which is a coming of age story, and it's amazing. Way better than, in my opinion, Stephen King's coming of age stories. Stephen King has Salem's Lot, which is a vampire story. Haven't read much of it. I'm listening to the audiobook right now and I'm bored. I don't know if that's the audiobook's fault, if it's my fault, if it's the book's fault. I'm not sure, so I'm not judging the book yet. But Ronald Kelly has Bloodkin, and I'm very, very much so enjoying this book. So yeah, it just seems like every time, I mean, there's some unique stories that Ronald Kelly has, like Father's Little Helper, for instance, which is on this list of books that I need to read. Spoiler alert. But yeah, Ronald Kelly, to me, is the southern version of Stephen King that nobody asked for, but you got, and he's amazing. He serves Tennessee very well. His story is about Tennessee, and it's just a fun read. I am enjoying Bloodkin a lot, and this is my third Ronald Kelly book, if you don't count Father's Little Helper, because I haven't finished Father's Little Helper. So this is my third Stephen King or Ronald Kelly book, and I'm enjoying it. And that's what I'm currently reading. Alright, and I also forgot another book that I'm currently reading, and that is the book that comes after Bloodkin. So what I'm going to read this book, like, I'm going to read this book as well as Bloodkin, is what I'm trying to say. Is what I meant to say. John Everson's Voodoo Heart. Sorry for the glare, you're going to see some background items in there, sorry. But John Everson's Voodoo Heart, very good story so far. I'm 25% through it. I'm very enjoying it, or I'm enjoying it much so. It's a noir voodoo story, and I'm liking it a lot. So I'm not gonna go too deep into it. This is where I kind of got emotional, but before one of the times I got emotional a lot during the last video I was trying to make. But anyways, I'm very humbled and honored to read this book. I got it for review on NetGalley. I was being declined left and right from NetGalley, so I was not getting a single book to review. And I think that possibly might have to do with the books I've had for review and I haven't reviewed yet. So you might see that and think that I'm not actually going to read the book. I don't know. Maybe it's because my channel's not big enough. Maybe it's a lot of things. But anyways, these people took a chance. Maybe they're giving them out to everybody. I don't know. But to me, in my eyes, they gave me a chance to read this book, and I want to do them justice. So I'm going to give them the most honest opinion I can. And so far, it's going to be a good book review, because a positive book review, because this book is fantastic so far. Like I said, it's a noir voodoo story. You have this detective who is working with the voodoo priestess and trying to solve these crimes about where these people, their beds are covered in blood, their bodies are gone, but their hearts remain in the bed. What happened? So that's what the story is about. Very good story so far. I'm reading it intermediately between Bloodkin and this one. I'm reading it like when I need my friend to catch up to where I'm at in Bloodkin, I'll be reading this book. But mostly I'm reading Bloodkin right now. And after Bloodkin's finished, I'm going to be solely reading John Everson's book, Voodoo Heart. So that is what a book that I'm currently reading with Bloodkin. And now the rest of these books are books that I started and haven't finished. These are books that I'm considering for Paul's challenge. And if you don't know, Purgatory Paul has a challenge on his in his last video. He made a July TBR video, and he said in his video that he challenges anybody to pick up a book you started and finish it. So I'm taking this very seriously. I have a few books here, 6 books total. Books that I've started and haven't finished. I have a lot more on my shelves upstairs. I have a whole shelf dedicated to books that I started but haven't finished. So, yeah. But we're going to start with first book, which is Richard Lehman's Island. I'm going to be really quick with this because I went on a 30-minute tangent before, and I'm not going to do that again. I started a readathon, Islands of Horror readathon. I'm failing epically at it. But regardless of whenever I start this book again, I'm going to finish this book. And maybe not this year, but I will finish this book. I promise myself. This is not a book I'm going to sideline. I'm going to read this book. So there you have with Island by Richard Lehman. I started it. I'm at 108 pages in the book, and it's a really good book. Just not in the mood for island-themed horror. Next book is Bad Brains. And again, I went on a long tangent about this one as well. And I won't do that again. I am on page 224. I have 143 pages left, I think. It was, the first half was where I am at now, currently. The first half was really good, but the second half bored me to death. So whatever's left, I hope, if it has a good finishing, if it has a good ending, or the rest of the 140 pages are great, then this book might get a 4-star. But right now, it's a 3-star. And it stinks because Kathy Koch is a Michigander, and she's inspired me to write. One of the inspirations of me as a writer. I'm a writer, guys. I'm inspired by Kathy Koch to write. I'm inspired by all Michigan authors to write. Michigan authors are a big inspiration to me. Drew Stepik's a big inspiration to me. Even my friend Geraldine Rice is a big inspiration. Anyone who writes and is from Michigan, really, like, I know it's gonna sound lame, but I didn't really think highly of myself and Michigan writers because I felt like we were underdogs. No one really read our stuff. Like, you got Stephen King from Maine, and you got other authors from all over the world, but I never really hear horror authors that come from Michigan until I started looking into it. And I was like, you know what? Michigan kids can write, you know? So, I just never thought anyone would be interested in the stories we wrote because of the, you know, the weather's weird here. People are weird here. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I'm inspired by Michigan authors, and this is a book that I really wanted to like, and I really did like it. It was a 5-star read in the beginning, but it just fell off. It became like Bite by Richard Lehman. Richard Lehman's Bite got really boring. They were just driving through a desert the whole time. This book's similar. They're just driving, and it's boring, and I'm hoping it changes soon. I mean, there's 143 pages left, and it's a book that I need to finish and do a review on to do justice to it. So yeah. I'm gonna put that book there. Next, we have Father's Little Helper by Rollins Kelly. As you know, I'm a huge Rollins Kelly fan, but this book was a challenge for me to read because it's a Christmas story. And with it being a Christmas story, there's what am I trying to say? Christmas story, so therefore it's good time to read it during the winter or Christmas time. I was trying to read this, and I think in March I gave up finally because it was no longer Christmas was gone, done with, and I just fell out of the mood. I didn't feel like reading this book anymore. And that sucks because I am such a mood reader. Like, I am a big time mood reader. Same with my writing. I'm a mood writer. I'm moody, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. This book right here is great so far, but I got bored because I fell out of the mood. So, it's a book that I need I'm 130 something, 134 pages into it, and I need to finish it. So there we go with that one. Next isn't quite a book that I started, but I read the first book in the series. So I want to finish the series. I don't know if there's going to be a third book or not, but in the series, she wrote this book, the second book, and I want to read it. I did a really good review on my YouTube channel, or Chester did a review actually, I believe. And the review was pretty good. I think it did. Did Chester do the review? No, I don't remember. But anyways, I want to read this book. Regardless, it's a noir cosmic horror story, and yeah, I just fell out of cosmic horror mood, so that's why I haven't read it yet. Whew. All right. So the reason why I haven't read this one, and to be honest, it's a tough one. I read one page in this book. That's Where the Gods Sleep by Mike Duke. Mike Duke is a good friend of mine on Facebook. I like to read friends' books, but I obviously have a hard time finishing them. This one I didn't even make it past the first page until I decided I wasn't into cosmic horror. This is a cosmic horror story, and I just didn't feel like reading cosmic horror at the time. So that's why I want to finish this book. It's a fun little book. Excuse me. It's a cosmic horror book, and it has like journal entries and video camera analysis and stuff like that. It's a read. My friend wants me to review it so bad. He always asks me when I talk about books. He comments saying, "Hey, are you going to read my book soon? You know, are you going to review it?" And I'm like, I'm just not in the mood to read cosmic horror at the moment. And he's a big time cosmic horror writer, so I need to get back in the mood. And I hear great things about his writing. I also hear the other side of things, but mostly good things. And yeah, it's a cosmic horror story. And I told him I would read it. He wants me to read and review it. And he deserves me to read this book. I have a few people that I promised that I would read their books, and then I never got around to reading them. And I want to change that. Like, I have a friend from Ireland. I haven't talked to him forever, and I think part of it might be because I haven't reviewed his book yet, and I feel bad. And I'm going to get around to some people's books eventually, but it's just hard. But this is a book that I told myself I would read. He really wants me to review this book, and so I'm gonna try. So that's another book. And I gotta do this quick because I'm pretty sure they're gonna be home soon. And I wasted an hour trying to make the last video. So, last book, The New Flesh. I was in a huge David Cronenberg mood, and I fell out of it. I am at 84 pages into it, and yeah. I want to finish this story because it's going to be a fun one to review. So, I can't wait to review it. Chester's going to have a great time reviewing it, I should say. And yeah. But that's it. That is my July TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The little challenge that I have going, it's going. I'm going to read John Everson's Voodoo Heart after Bloodkin. Then any of the books I mentioned before are up for grabs, or consideration, I should say, for my next book. So you got Bloodkin, Voodoo Heart by John Everson, Bloodkin being by Ronald Kelly, and then every book on here could be the next book. I have a good feeling that I'm gonna try to hop back into Bad Brains, but Extraterrestrial and Sweet Blood sound very good as well. We will see. I'm a mood reader, and my birthday is on July 3rd. So I'm going to probably be going to a bookstore because I always ask to go to bookstores and I'm always told no. Because I go to bookstores and I want to buy all the books. at least all the horror books. So I hope to go to a bookstore on my birthday. I will be going to my dad's and eating tacos on my birthday. So there's already one great thing that's going on my birthday. I hope my mom takes me to a bookstore, because I'm dying to be going. I'm dying. I really want to go to a bookstore, and I'm dying to go to one. So, yeah, I'm hoping they'll give me an allowance of like $30 to spend. Like, they go, here's $30. Spend it on whatever you want. And I'd be like, sweetness. And I go and try to purchase as much as I can. I'm hoping that's what happens. But, yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, on my birthday, I might go to a bookstore and I might find a book that I really need to read at the moment. That could happen. Also, an author that I did not mention on this list is Andre Duza. He's an author that I feel like I can just jump into and enjoy. So I might jump into one of his books and enjoy it. So I'm not sure, but we will see. But that has been a July TBR video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm very tired, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, so you're going to be getting a writing vlog. I just need to take a nap first. So, or at least chill out for a second, because, yeah, I'm very tired. And right now, my mom's out with her boyfriend, and my sister's out with her boyfriend, so I'm all alone in this house. So I can do whatever I want, other than what I was told to do. Like, chores around the house. Like, I gotta put the dishes away, sweep the stairs. But other than that, I got all this time free to myself, so I can read, write. So I'm gonna take advantage of that. Well, except for now, I'm recording this video. But other than the hour I wasted before and the 22 minutes that I wasted now, I'm going to be reading. I'm reading Bloodkin, like I said, but I'm going to give it a break at the moment because my friend is on chapter like 5 and he needs to catch up to me, and I'm on chapter 12. So chapters are short though, so he'll get it. He'll get there. I'm also reading this with Working Man's Reads. I don't know if I mentioned that. Great guy. Go check out his channel. Maybe I'll leave links to their channels in the description. Their channels being Purgatory Paul and Working Man's Reads. I still don't know your name, dude. So I forget. Is it Chris? I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. I'm really bad with names, so I apologize. Unless, of course, it's in your YouTube name, then I probably won't remember it, so I apologize. I just remember your name on YouTube is Working Man's Reads. So, yeah, WMR? Worm? I don't know. I probably just screwed that up, but, yeah, no, I totally messed that up because I'm dyslexic and I moved the R and M around, so that makes no sense. It would be like WMR. So, whatever. Yeah, I'm obviously you can tell I'm ADHD. I'm out of it. So yeah, I'm currently reading that with Working Man's Reads, Bloodkin by Ronald Kelly. I'm reading that with him, with Working Man's Reads. Oh my God, I'm so out of it. And right now I'm currently editing a story. It's a novella that I wrote. It's 84 pages long, very short novella, but it's a novella nevertheless. I have to finish it before June 31st in order to get it submitted to a publisher, a very good publisher. I don't think I'm going to make that deadline. I'm on chapter 3 and there's 8 chapters total, I believe, so yeah, but the chapters get shorter, so it becomes easier, but the first 3 chapters are very long. So, yeah, I better get to it. I'm going to do a writing video, or a writing vlog after this. Probably going to nap or watch YouTube, and then do the writing vlog for you guys. I would like to catch you up to where I'm at in writing. It might take a while, so I'm going to do it in a separate video. Hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you have a spooky night. And, yeah, have a good day, guys. Peace out.
Now I am become death.